Alright gang, we're back at it again with another Crash of the Titans. This time it's a twofer with Agent Venom facing off against 4-star Luke Cage, and I don't know what star Gamora, but we'll figure that out after we're done with Luke's fight. So Luke is a yellow, black, and red user. His yellow ability, it costs 8, and if there is a special tile on the board, he will fortify so many of them. I think it's 3 at level 3, and at, or it might be 2. But I know the tiles get fortified, and then he deals damage for each fortified tile that happens to be on the board. Okay, then his black ability is a passive. So anytime we fire off a power, he creates a protect tile on the board, and then if we have any special tiles on the board, then they get reduced by a certain amount. Good thing this here is in at level 5 because, you know, some who rely on supports that happen to create special tiles and whatnot, they would be in for a little bit of a world of hurt. Finally, his red ability, a bunch of fiddle faddle. This costs 13, and what it does, it deals straight target damage, and then if there happens to be no no strike, attack, or projectiles on the board, he'll do even further damage. This is one of the cases where you kind of want to have one of those supports that, you know, creates strike, attack, or projectile, so that way you can get the reduced amount of damage against Luke Cage. But anyway, that's the main thing we're going to be really worried about. I know for 13 red, I know. His affiliations that I know of, it should be Defenders, Heroes, Avengers, Street level might be Enhanced. Again, that's not really going to be any of a concern right now. Oh, Heroes for Hire too, but that only matters for other abilities. Anyway, Agent Venom, red, black, and yellow user. We're going to take a look at his abilities real quick. Symbiotic Assault, this one here costs 12, 10. The reason why I said 12 is because you need 12 AP to do even more damage. So what it is, it deals target damage, and then if you have at least 12 AP in a colored AP pool, then you deal the listed amount of damage there instead. So almost 14,000 damage at level 361. So by the time you get to 370, yeah, it'll probably be about a little over 14,000 damage, and then probably 10,000 for red, or 9,000, somewhere along in there. 9,500, who knows? I mean, well, the wiki knows, and those who have Agent Venom max champion know. Military Might, this one here is a 5 AP move, very cheap. What it does, it drains 2 AP from your strongest AP pool, and then deals damage to the target. And then if you have at least 16 AP in this color, then this power becomes Alien Weakness. And what Alien Weakness does, it'll drain 2 AP from that highest AP pool that you happen to have, and it'll do like a random board shake. It'll destroy 9 random tiles, deal damage to Agent Venom, and then obviously destroy tiles don't generate AP, and you know, all that good stuff there. And then once you get it below that 16 AP threshold, then it becomes Military Might, and then, you know, go from there. Then Take Cover. This is his yellow ability. This here costs 11, and what it does, it will turn your allies invisible for whatever the listed amount of terms are, and then, you know, it deals damage to the enemy team. And then At higher levels, deal more damage, and then even longer invisibility for your allies. Again, it puts Agent Venom out in front, so there you go. Uh, as far as his affiliations goes, Hero, Spider-Verse, Symbiotes, Enhanced, all that good stuff there. Alright, so what we're gonna do with Agent Venom, we're gonna be chasing after Black, we'll be chasing after Red, Yellow not so much, cause you know we can't take advantage of any invisibility. It'd be nice if we could, but sadly we're not. As far as boosts go, again, boost your black, boost your yellow, red, and boom, boom. That should down any opponents. Here again, I'm boosting team ups in purple, blue because those are neutral, don't really affect the fight. And plus two, you got to get those milestones for you know those team up boosts, so or just boosts in general. Here, as you can see, Luke's just gathering yellow, but again, if there are no projectiles on the board, Luke can't use Hero for Hire. Oh no, alien weakness just kicked in. Whatever will I do? A little bit of a board shade. He's still not low enough for us yet, so we continue to match. Okay, well he's done here. Symbiotic Assault. We got at least 12 AP pool, so that's blue. So boom. All right, that fight there's down. So pretty easy. Like I said, don't fire off a power with Luke Cage, and you'll be a-okay. Thanks Alliance for playing. Since I did mention that there, no, I am not paying $25 for 3 legendary tokens and 3,000 hero points and 1 command point. There might be others that would do that. I'm not that dude. But anyway, if anyone's looking for an alliance, search for Go for the Head. Boom, there you go. Go for the Head. Well, only thing I ask, hey, can you download Discord? That's it. Alright, so we got the Force version of Gamora here. Red, black, and blue user. So her red ability, it deals damage to the targeted enemy, creates a countdown tile on the board that will deal damage at the end of each turn. So it'll tick down, do damage, and that's the brunt of that ability there. The damage afterwards. Her black ability is called Deadliest Woman in the Galaxy. What it will do, it will create strike and attack tiles on purple tiles, and passively, if there happens to be enough special tiles on purple that belong to Gamora's team, so it could be countdown tiles, it could be strike, attack, or protect tiles. If you have invisibility tiles on purple, whatever the case might be, she'll remove all of those there and instantly down an opponent. So that's something that you do kind of have to worry about if you have, low purple. And then finally, her blue ability allows her to stun a target for 3 turns, and then a random ally on the opponent's team for 1 turn. We're really more concerned with the 3-turn stun for 6 blue AP. Her affiliation: Guardians of the Galaxy, Heroes, enhanced, you know, all that good stuff there. All right, so how do we have to deal with Gamora? Plain and simple, deny her blue. It's like the instant down ability. I mean, yeah, that's cool as long as you keep that threshold of purple tiles up on the board. You don't have to worry about that. But it is something that you kind of have to keep in the back of your mind. Um, red is there just to be an annoyance for us. Again, uh, take black, get red, boom you'll win. You know, occasionally yellow, but enough talk. We'll let my matches do all the talking. Alright, that was much simpler than what I thought it would be, but hey, sometimes it ends up being like that. Let's see here. The next crash is gonna be with our good friend Agent Coulson. But before we talk about Agent Coulson, we do have to talk about Agent Venom, and who to really pair him up with. Obviously, you want characters to that generate black, so you know Domino's are always a good option there. Um, Anybody that has quote unquote cheap AP moves, you know that will always work with Agent Venom because you don't want to have too many high powered or high AP moves. You know, unless you really want to take advantage of that board shape. You know that is always an option too. Um, a character that I know that will counteract Agent Venom, Peggy Carter. So you know that's kind of a bummer if you happen to meet up with her. Who I think of characters that reduce. Um, oh, Colleen Wing. It's like since she's a brand new character, where is my Colleen at? She might be. There she is. No, she does her own moves, right? Yeah, she does her own. Oh, I know who I'm thinking about. Shuri. Shuri with her Vibranium Virtuoso. Uh, you know, that's gonna throw out some fortified tiles on the board, and then Vibranium Tech, you know, reduces friendly power. So as long as you have fortified tiles on the board, you know, boom. The Agent Venom's black is actually a 3 AP move. Uh, if not Shuri, then you can always go with the 5-star Heimdall. He'll essentially do the same thing, but you have to have blue AP in order to do that. Um, as I always mention, Cloak and Dagger, you know, they're great options for generating black. Um, You probably even use Gore the God Butcher, believe it or not. It's like, cause again, he has a pretty cheap yellow, and then you're gonna gain yellow AP, which that'll fuel off uh your invisibility if you need to fire that off, or if you need to fire off some Gore stuff. So be it. Again, and he'll work well with Cloak and Dagger, because again, Cloak and Dagger happens is that once you get them either to a healing state or making them have attack tiles on the board, extra damage there. I'm trying to think here. May probably would work too, because of her calculated strike ability. That's gonna stun, and then shield training, gaining AP, and your strongest color, which happens to be red. So that'll speed things up too. Oh, Patsy, this is another character that can reduce friendly powers too. So she's an option, and I think that's really all I really can think of with Agent Venom. As far as pairing him up with folks, because again, he doesn't create web tiles, so all of the Spartanverse characters really don't work well with him. You obviously can't use Agent Venom and four-star Eddie Brock together, because the symbiote's the same. So that limits potential right there. Like I said, Agent Coulson's the next crash. Got a boss event coming up, I think the beginning of March. So March 2nd, March 3rd, somewhere along in there. So again, if you're trying to get into Alliance, now's the time to try and get into one, because folks are going to be recruiting pretty hard. Also too, I don't know if the King store is still active or not. Yeah, you still got another 13 hours as of this recording here to get Kang, the reworked Wasp, and 5-star Captain America. Probably not gonna really talk about the other reworks to Wasp and Ant-Man and 5-star Wasp. Not in this video here, but it'll be a future video where I'll talk about them, because they need their own separate thing. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Be excellent to your fellow human beings, and excellent to your eggs, because I can't talk right now. And have yourselves a great rest of your day, week, month, however it is you celebrate time.